All right, today we are tackling one of those tiny frustrations for Mac users that honestly adds up to a huge waste of time over the course of a day. And we're going to break down an app that offers a surprisingly brilliant fix.
You know the drill, right? You've got 3 or 4 browser windows open, maybe a couple of Word docs, and when you click the app icon in your dock, all you get is this text list. Which one was that quarterly report you were editing? It turns into this constant, annoying guessing game.
And look, this isn't just some tiny pet peeve. For anyone out there juggling multiple projects, or, especially if you've ever switched from Windows, this constant click and search thing is a real bottleneck. It completely breaks your focus, it kills your workflow, and it turns a simple task into a frustrating hunt. Okay, so let's actually give this problem a name because it deserves one. We're calling it the click and hunt cycle. It's this little bit of inefficiency that's just built right into the standard macOS dock. Really, it all boils down to this one simple difference. On a Mac, finding a specific window is this two-step dance. You click the icon, then you have to read and scan a list of text. Now compare that to Windows, where you just hover for a second and you get an instant visual preview of the window. It sounds like a small thing, but trust me, the impact on your day-to-day efficiency is massive. So the big question is, how do you fix this without throwing out the whole Mac experience that we actually love? Well, the answer isn't to replace the dock, it's to improve it. And this is exactly where DockView comes in. It's an app that works with your Mac, not against it. And what's so great about this is that DockView isn't some huge, clunky app that's going to take over your whole system. No, it's a super lightweight utility that does one thing and does it incredibly well. It adds live, visual window previews right into the Apple Dock you already use every single day. And this really gets to the core philosophy behind it. You see, some apps out there want to completely replace your dock, just change the entire interface. DockView is totally different. It's an enhancement. It's made for people like us who love the feel of macOS, but just want this one super powerful feature added on top. Okay, enough about the philosophy. Let's get to the fun part, the aha moment. This is where we see exactly how DockView completely demolishes that click and hunt problem we've been talking about. And honestly, it could not be simpler. You just move your mouse and hover over an app icon. And boom, you instantly see these little previews of all its open windows. It's like giving your dock X-ray vision. And right from there, you can click to switch to a window, close one, or minimize it. It's just that intuitive. But here's the part that is just so cool. These previews are live. We're not talking about static screenshots. I mean, if you've got a file transfer going, you can literally watch the progress bar move in the preview. If a web page is loading, you can see it update in real time, all without ever having to leave the window you're currently working in. But it gets even better. These little previews are basically mini command centers. You're not just looking, you're doing. You can close a window you don't need anymore, minimize one for later, even resize it, all from that one single hover. This takes so many different clicks and just consolidates them into one smooth, fluid motion. So we know what it does, which is awesome. But whenever you install a utility that hooks into your system like this, there are always bigger questions, right? Is it safe? Is it stable? Let's dig into why DockView is actually a really smart and safe choice. This right here is probably the single most important point for your peace of mind. DockView follows a strict no-hacks principle. That means it doesn't mess with, alter, or inject code into any of your core system files. And why is that so crucial? Because it means the app isn't going to break every time Apple releases a new macOS update. It guarantees long-term stability. Now, when you install it, you are gonna see a permission request for screen recording, and I know that can sound a little alarming, but let's be super clear about this. It's required for the app's main function. To show you a live visual preview of a window, it logically needs permission to see that window. It's a totally necessary and justified requirement. It can't work without it. For anyone who's been around the Mac scene for a while, the name HyperDock might ring a bell. It was this beloved app that did something pretty similar, but, well, it was eventually abandoned. You can think of DockView as its modern, actively supported successor. It provides a reliable, future-proof solution for all the users who got left behind. So, after all that, what's the final verdict? Is DockView really an essential tool for Mac power users, or is it just a nice-to-have? I mean, when you really break it down, every single feature delivers a crystal-clear benefit. The live previews, they completely end the guesswork. The interactive thumbnails, they mean you manage all your windows with way fewer clicks. The no hacks approach guarantees stability. And for anyone who remembers HyperDock, it's that reliable, modern solution you've been waiting for. Every feature is a direct line to making you more productive. So if you're going to take away just 3 things from all this, let it be these. Number 1, DockView finally solves a core weakness in how macOS handles Windows. 2, it boosts your productivity using simple, visual controls that just make sense. And 3, it does all of this in a way that's stable, safe, and actually built for the future. I'll leave you with this last thought. We're always looking for these complex systems and apps to make us more productive. But sometimes, the biggest improvements are the simplest ones. What if the key to a smoother, faster workflow on your Mac has been hiding in plain sight this whole time? Just one hover away.